have a lot of things that I want to talk about in this video, and we'll get to that, don't worry. But the one thing I don't want to talk about is the fact that I'm sick again. A couple months ago, someone left a comment on my YouTube video that was like, and this is the top comment on the video, by the way, it has like 100 likes. And someone said that Aiden Loki has the immunity system of a Victorian child. So again, many things we have to talk about in this video, but that's not one of them. I don't want to talk about that. Please ignore my voice if it's more annoying than normal. I don't know what you want me to do about that. I can't do anything about it. But anyway, that is not why we're here. We have way bigger things, way more interesting things to talk about, because today we're going to be reacting to Conan Gray's deluxe version of his Wishbone album. I did a video back, I don't know when it was, but I did a video last year where we sat down and we reacted to the Wishbone album. Low-key a little traumatizing for me. I think I titled the video like Boy Who Has Family Issues Reacts to the Wishbone album, because, you know, that came up a lot in the album and I wasn't ready for that. I was not ready for it. Are you ready for it? No, I wasn't. I really wasn't. So I have to be honest, going into this deluxe version, we have 5 new songs. One of them is The Best, which I have already heard that song. I love that song. I've been listening to it so much recently. But besides that one, we have 4 new songs that I have not listened to. I am a little nervous, not gonna lie. Just a little bit. I don't know what's in store. I haven't heard anything being teased. I haven't heard literally anything about this. I am filming this video a couple of days after the deluxe album came out because I was on vacation the last couple of days and I just got home yesterday. So today's the first day that I've had time to actually like sit down and film this video with you guys. And I think with that being said, let's just get into it. Subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram, check out my Patreon if you're interested in that. That will of course also have the full uncut version of this reaction and a bunch of other stuff over there if you are interested in that. I love you very much. Thank you for being here and let's get into it. Jesus Christ, I'm so nervous for this. Okay, track number 1, Do I Dare? Do I dare press play on this? I don't know if I should. This might be a really bad idea. Okay, it's now or never. Oh. Oh, was not expecting the sound. Okay, maybe it's gonna be happy, right?
They say a clean cut. You're still the very first name I'd like to reach to tell. Do I dare? Do I dare? Do I dare?
Oh, okay. Not quite happy, but you know what? It's okay. It's a good question though.
Rotting alone like when you left me first. Might take another.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. I think, oh, the whole premise of the song is like this uncertainty of like, do I even try to repair this? Do I even try to fix this? Because maybe it might lead to something really good, or it might, like he said, take a year to repair what I lost. Might take another if I call. I do like this chorus. I wish there was a little more to it. Oh. Oh. I like the transition from the bridge to the chorus. I really like this chorus. It's very pretty. I do wish there was a little something more to it than just the repetition of Do I Dare, but I also understand that that's probably intentional. It's like these ruminating thoughts of like, do I dare, do I dare, do I dare? And so I can understand why that's like being reflected in the chorus. I love the production though. It's beautiful. The strings. Ooh, okay. I do like this one. I think it's very pretty. And within the context of like what we're talking about subject matter wise, I do understand it's like the repetition. It kind of reminds me of, was that song from Madison Beer's Locket? It's the one where it's kind of the same thing with the repetition where she says, and I wonder if it's worth doing it again, and she says it over and over and over. I've grown to really like that one. I think in the beginning I wasn't the biggest fan of that song on Madison's album just because it kind of felt very repetitive, but again it's kind of the same thing with this song where I think that's intentionally the point. It's supposed to be these intense ruminations in your head of like, is it worth doing it again? Do I dare try to repair, reach out and ask you how you've been? So that's my only thing about the song, but I do like it and I'm probably gonna end up just liking it after a couple more listens. Okay, track number 2, or technically track 14, but track number 2 on the deluxe version is House That Always Rains. This one, I have to be honest, is the one that I'm scared for because it's giving like growing up in an unstable family household where it's always raining and like that type of a thing. And if it is that, jail, 9/11. Oh. Okay, maybe we're good. Maybe we're good. I don't know why I thought these were all gonna be like so slow and moody. Maybe we're good. Oh. Okay. 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 Well, fuck me. Ooh. This one's kind of like a bait and switch song. It's like sounds very light and breezy, but it's... I love the backing vocals. You guys know that. I'm a sucker for a backing vocal or an ad-lib. I really like this chorus melody. I knew it. I knew that's what the song was going to be about, at least partially. Ow. I really like that line, come and find me, because they're shouting, in my house that always shakes. And then to follow it up saying, don't that explain why we're afraid of love? Okay, well, thanks for that. I definitely needed that. I really like this concept of the song where it's like a house that always rains. It reminds me of one of my favorite Taylor Swift lyrics. I'd give you my sunshine, give you my best, but the rain is always gonna come if you're standing with me. It's this idea of like you could give somebody so much of yourself and be so good to them and, you know, all these things, but the rain is always gonna come if you're standing with me. And I think when Taylor's talking about that in her song, it's talking about it in the context of like fame and dating Taylor Swift, and you know, there's only so much she can do to give somebody peace when you live such a big lifestyle like Taylor. But I always relate to that song in the sense of like mental health, where I could give so much of myself to somebody and I can be so good to them. There is always an element that I'm like, I don't know if I could fully ever give you peace because I am like really mentally unstable. Yeah, I am. So I like this concept. I'm not saying that, you know, Conan was copying Taylor for this. It was making me think of that line in Peace, which is one of my favorites. And it hurt my feelings a little bit. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. So, okay, thanks for that. Also, what was that one line that he said that was if I could do one thing over again, I would be less of a lover to you and more of a friend. I feel like Conan talks about a lot in his songs where like losing a friend is such a hard part. Like I think of that one line, and while I don't miss being your lover, I'm still losing a friend. Oh. Like it's painful like that. Those lines like always about losing a friend. It's like you could do all this. Again, not to bring it back to Taylor, but just say when I'd play again, he was my best friend. Ow. Owie. Okay, next track is Door. This one I'm like head empty about. Door? Okay. Oh, his voice. Wait, this one's scaring me. Oh, it's so pretty, the guitar. I'll sing the same songs on this stage. Oh, wait, that's so sad. Just need to close this door. Who do I keep it open for? Oh, wait, what the fuck? That's so sad. Cigarette butts that she left on the porch. Yeah, you're like, keep every grocery store receipt because every scrap of you has been taken from me. Find somebody else, but it just makes me oh. Like I'm at church. Again, sorry to like keep talking about other songs, but this song just reminded me of Let You Go by Demi Lovato. Oh, now the chorus is you just close the door. So the whole song he's saying like, should I close the door? But then he's like, no, you close the door. That part is so sad. This like only you. Oh, guys, this is so sad. I'm so glad I'm not going through a breakup right now because I would be so. Oh, I didn't even thank God. I went through enough going through a breakup during Torture Poets. Like that was the. I don't even want to talk about it. Again, I really like the switch at the end where the final chorus is you just went and closed the door, when throughout the whole song he says, I just need to close this door. I just need to close this door. Who do I open it for? But then he says, you just went and closed this door. You deserve prison, but you won't get time. That's, I feel like, I don't know. I've heard so much about, I'm assuming this is just one relationship Conan's talking about, but throughout all of these songs that I've heard on this Wishbone album about this relationship, he does kind of seem like the smallest man who ever lived. Can I say that? Am I allowed to say that? I also feel like there's an element throughout some of the songs that I've heard on this album about this relationship. There's like a lack of closure is what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a lot of like, he left, you know, I think he says in this, like, you were halfway to London, and having a lack of closure is like the most difficult thing to go through when you're going through a breakup, because you never get to like finalize or talk about anything, and there's so many open-ended questions. And I think a lot of the time that ends up leading to later down the line, you're like, well, can we just like try it again because we didn't get to finish talking about this, or we never got to, you know, whatever form that takes in this specific relationship. This is so sad. This is so sad. And Conan, hope you're doing better, King, because this is heartbreaking. Okay, this is the last song that I haven't heard yet is Moths, and then after this we have The Best, but like I said, I've already heard that song and I love that song, so we'll just jam out to that one at the end. But this is the last song that I haven't heard yet, and it's titled Moths. Very interesting title for a song. Again, similarly to Door, I'm like, what? The door is closed. If this is something to do with like the Sun Bleach Flies by Ethel Cain, I literally can't handle that. Not interested. Don't want to do that. I'll keep your secret. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh, this one's so pretty. Oh. Oh. This one's so sad too. He's like, if you ever need me, like, I'm right where you left me. I'm still at the restaurant. That's what I was just saying. I feel like there's such a lack of closure in this relationship that ended. That's like so painful. Again with the friend stuff. Oh. Oh, this one's gonna make me cry. What the fuck is his issue? Literally, why does this keep happening to me? That last line, the door is closed, but the window's open, I'll leave the light on. But the woman who sits by the window has turned off the light. I love the final chorus with all the ad-libs over it. Might be missing you forever, but you're every song I sing. That. Why do I still protect you? Pretend these songs aren't about you. And every letter, every word that we don't speak holds us together. I will always be your friend. No, none of that. I don't want to hear that. That's like so. Ooh, we're going in the loony bin. We're going in the loony bin right now. You know what though? I feel like this is actually, well, okay, this is actually an interesting track to lead into the best, which is the final track on the album, because this is the first song. I don't know, maybe not the first song, but I feel like this is one of the few songs on this album of like, I wish you the best. And then we're going into the final song where he's like, I wish I could wish you the best, but, which actually this is a good time to listen to the best, which like I said, I know this song. I love this song. This is actually a crazy song to end the whole album on, now that I'm like thinking about it. Like, oh, you know what I will say is actually, I know this song was being teased for a while before it came out, and I heard it for the first time when I went to see Conan in LA at the Wishbone tour. When I tell you the whole time I was like, I love this chorus. It's all in my mind, haunting me all of the time. I love that line of not have to sleep with that haunting me all of the time. But you just walked away. Sometimes I wonder, were we ever even friends? Maybe it's all in my mind. I wish you that. And he can't even bring himself to say the best at the end. He's like, actually, I don't know. Yeah, ending the whole album on the best is really interesting. I mean, it does feel like kind of the conclusion to the album, because it's like, this does still feel like a very open wound that's, you know, we can't have a begin again, or like the manuscript, or even like a teenage dream, or like hope you're okay types, like a conclusion to this album, because it's still an open wound. And I feel like that is what makes this album so real, is it's like living still, and it's still such a painful thing. And I think obviously it's great to have closure and it's great to have a conclusion, but a lot of the time that's just not the reality of these situations, and life doesn't always work that way. I think that's a crazy song to finish it off, but I also just, I love that song so much. The chorus is so, it's one of those songs that you just like put on in your car and you scream it. All right, well, that officially brings us to the end of this Wishbone Deluxe. I honestly had a great time. I have to be honest, not as painful as I thought it would be, but I'm also not going through a breakup right now. And I can't remember when the original Wishbone came out, but I was definitely a lot more receptive to those songs then, because I was going, not specifically through a breakup, but I was still kind of healing from a breakup at the time. And also just like family issues are always there all the time. So House That Always Rains, that one hurt my feelings. Everything else I'm honestly pretty good about, thank God. But I know some of you, this probably hurt your feelings, and I am sending you all of my condolences because that. But yeah, that's gonna bring us to the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know all your favorites on this Wishbone Deluxe. I love you so much. Make sure to follow me on Instagram, check out my second channel, check out the Patreon for the full uncut version of this. I love you very much, and I will see you very soon. Love you, bye.